Oh, boy. I have a tough act to follow with this guy, you know?
You're right.
He stole my thunder. Listen, I have had such a wonderful and rich life. I'm going to mention some of it. I was raised as a Catholic boy in a Catholic school with a Catholic priests and nuns, and I had the opportunity to be involved in all sorts of liturgy. You know, I was a thurifer, I was an altar boy, I did all those great things. So, and it's in the past. And as soon as I was 15, I never went to church again. Why, I don't know. You know, it took me probably 10 years to consider coming back. And it was when I met this wonderful woman who actually liked me. And when I asked her to marry me, she said, "Let me think on that for a while." She should have kept thinking. But it was really through her family, her mother, her father, her sister, Judy, how we got back to church. I mean, we were going like Christmas and, what is it, Easter Bunny? Christmas and Easter, and what happened was her dad got very ill. In fact, he was dying in the hospital. And what we witnessed were people from this church coming to visit him and giving their support. And what we witnessed was the pastor of the church coming to give his support and prayers. And that sort of set us up in terms of wondering, well, what is this place like? And so we started to come back. And then we witnessed the same thing a few years later with her mom. And it was astonishing that a whole group of kids, at the bequest of Joanne here, brought a whole musical thing into the hospital itself, and that was great. So it's moments like that that I cherish. And that's why I love this place. But we live in a materialistic, berserk world. And now, how can we give thanks to God one day and go insanely shopping the next day? Now, lots more could be said about this point, but I want to especially mention one other thing. Our houses are twice as big as they were in 1950. And families are 25% smaller. But our attics, our basements, our closets, and our garages are so full of stuff that a whole new growth industry has emerged. The self-storage facilities. Yes, some of us are madly building bigger barns. In Luke chapter 12, verse 18, then he said, "This is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. And there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry." Now I would ask you, or I'd like to ask you, do you consider yourself a good steward? Or maybe not so good? Do you realize that the power you have to do good within your church or the world? You might think that's a tough question, but stewardship is the word that we use to describe the responsibility that we have to care for the church we participate in, where we derive lots of value from. Now, the value includes so much, but it gives us an opportunity to participate in worship, fellowship, prayer, support, and opportunities to get to know God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit better than we've ever known. Now that to me is what this place is about. 90 Leonardine Avenue in South River, Holy Trinity Episcopal Church. After 38 years, I believe I am a committed member of this church. And I'd like to encourage good stewardship in everyone. So I'm going to try to tell you what the difference is between good stewardship and not so good. So every church has its stewards. They volunteer their time and talent and treasure for the mission of the maintenance of the church. They give generously for the church to use and to keep going. They are the teachers, the doers, the fixers, the organizers, the counselors, and the peacekeepers. So some characteristics of a good steward are like they're committed to serve. They believe in sustainability, knowing that what they're doing today and hoping that this will carry forth into future generations. They also practice inclusiveness. We welcome everybody into our fold. No one should be turned away. We always find, or try to find, a way to bring new people to our church. Good stewards embrace innovation and change. We understand that while the church's principles are unchanging, the means to achieving them are not. They welcome new ideas and fresh perspectives. Good stewards are team players and are quick to give others credit. We work together to reach our goals. Good stewards believe in communication. We gladly seek advice and feedback from those who have a financial responsibility for keeping the light of Christ shining. So, sometimes we lose our way a little and get led astray by other things in the world. Are you holding on to the status quo only for the sake of preserving it? Are you resisting change and afraid of innovation? Although you may not mean to, are you shutting out new volunteers? Do you stick to yourself and fail to welcome newcomers? Are you trying to control everything here?
No.
Poor stewards let selfishness creep into their church. Sometimes miserliness. But anyway, we all do the best we can. Some of us have sometimes lost sight of the church's main reason for being here, which is to
live and love like Jesus and now let us go to safety.
Right. So good stewardship makes our church work. It propels us forward, keeps us growing in God's shining light. So I want to make sure that you're offering the good stuff, plenty of your time, talent, and treasure. And if you haven't yet made a pledge, consider doing it today. Thank you.